Hello and welcome to another stream. I have not been able to stream in a while because of some exams and also that I have gone home for the summer. You might notice the change in the background on my camera. But now I'll be able to stream a bit more. I will stream 3 times this week. Today we will have a pretty normal stream, I would say. We will play some Blitz and some Rapid. So I think we should just start with maybe a Blitz game. I'm gonna take a 5+5 game here first. So here we go. I've not been able to play in a while, so we'll see how this goes. The Reti opening I'm not that familiar with, but should be alright. Nothing too dramatic going on. I can pretty much just mirror his moves for now. I think he plays this in a good way, so no reason I shouldn't do the same. And if there's any problems with the stream or anything, please tell me, because I had to set up some things all over again, so there might be some issues. But hopefully there shouldn't be too many. And also tell me if the quality of the stream or something, like the video quality for instance, isn't good enough. Alright, maybe I can just keep mirroring his move actually. I think it's alright for now. Probably is. But we'll see. It might be that he finds some way to exploit it, but I doubt it's anything yet. But I might of course try to improve his moves, find something better. But I think all the moves he plays are very sensible for now. Now open up for the bishop. Maybe, okay, he probably wants to go push this pawn, but yeah, should I care? Could go a4. Really weakens b5 though. Maybe I just shouldn't care too much. Let me just play this bishop out. Maybe next move with the queen up and try to trade off these bishops. That would have been nice. Not that it always makes the most of an attack, but I feel like it should be a goal when you have when your opponent has this fianchetto bishop. Okay, so he kind of does this instead. And I need to retreat the bishop, and I think maybe I should go all the way back here. But this could be a weakness. I could consider going queen here next move. He's probably just gonna stop it by going, sorry, king up here. But then he is to some degree stuck, just protecting that. We could just do it immediately. It's not all forced, but it's to some degree forced. Could maybe push here, but that also open up sacrificing IDs. So I think it's much more sensible to just move the king up. Okay, so he tries to expand on the queen side, playing b4 there. I could take the pawn, for sure. I could... Well, I'm not sure if I just want to ignore it. I think that might not be the best idea. Wow, but I have this though. This piece is hanging now. So for instance, I could just go check here, but that's just gonna be a trade. So maybe I can get more somehow, but I'm not really sure what else I should do with this guy. So maybe this is a good move. And if it, well, it is a check, so I guess he must take, and then I take here. I'm not sure how good that is for me. I could also just keep it for now. Maybe I can exploit it even better later. Could be. But yeah, I'm really not sure about this thing. Let me just take. for now, and we'll see. And what if I do this now? Could that be even better? Let me just try it. It's at least a bit of a fun move, if not nothing more. Yeah, he takes, that makes most sense, so I take here, I threaten here, and also I threaten here, so it could be good. And I don't think it worked that well last time, because then he might be able to just threaten the bishop. But now I think I can just take here then. I don't really see what should be the issue, so he goes there instead. That might make sense, so I could just go back if I want to, or I could try something even more aggressive. Or I could move the rook. I think just moving back seems alright. I still have, well, at least pressure here, but they might be able to defend that now. I'm not really threatening here anymore. So maybe I could have gone for something even more aggressive, but yeah, I'm not sure. Alright, pushes the b pawn. I think I should just take. That just seems simple and alright. And I open up for this guy. Now I just move that knight somewhere, maybe up here. I feel like that's the square where it makes most sense, at least. But he might have resources to defend here now. If he, for instance, takes and I take, and then one idea is to push this pawn, another is to push this, letting the queen do the defensive job. I feel like I need to take back here at least. The king is a bit more vulnerable to checks here than here. But now this line is also kind of blocked, so shouldn't be too dramatic at the moment, at least. But we'll see. Alright, threatens the queen. That might have been a good move. I kind of want to move here, I think. Just to keep protecting this pawn. And this bishop is now threatening 2 pawns, so could I be able to win one of them? Perhaps, but I of course need to be a bit careful if he starts making up his own threats. Material is equal at the moment, but yeah, so it would really be nice to win a pawn. That's for sure, but we'll see. Okay, so we push that pawn. So I could take here, but maybe just rook back, and yeah, and I think this pawn will drop because well, maybe I can go here and protect, but I cannot go here because then takes, and I can't take because queen is then being dropped. So, but I think that other idea could work. We'll see if it is too greedy, but could work here, and I go here, and I have, sorry, not really used to use this mouse yet, but I have this under control at the moment. But the bad thing is I blocked my rook to some degree. I could maybe try to bring the rook out the normal way though. So up a pawn for now. I don't think he has that much of an attack against my king, but he might have some development advantage. To the degree you can talk about the development advantage in an endgame, which I think I will call this an endgame. An endgame with a lot of pieces for sure, but still an endgame. Of course, what you call it is just definition. Doesn't really change anything about the position. So I want to move the queen, but still protect this pawn. There are a few options achieving that. I think I'll just go here for now, and if this goes here, I just move it one more square to the side. It takes some time, but I feel like the queen is good here. It also could help out the king if that should be needed. Better than just putting the queen here. Alright, so it threatens here. Should I move the queen again, up here for instance? I could, but it starts to become a lot of moves. So I need to consider if it's worth it. I don't think I should just give away the pawn, especially when it is with a check as well. Wait, I can't go there really, because then this pawn is hanging again. Could I just do this though? Yeah, let's try it. It is a bit risky, of course, allowing something to happen here, but I hope I can just challenge the c-file with my own rooks and be alright in the end. So let's hope that's gonna be what happens. I feel like I don't have that little time here. It is okay to spend some moves just getting a good position. I am up that pawn. He doesn't have that much compensation, I would say. His best hope is probably just to win back a pawn. One real danger would of course be if it takes, and then it doubles in the c-file and it threatens going here, winning the queen. But that's gonna take some time, and I have plenty of time to deal with that, I think at least. So let's hope that doesn't become a problem. It thinks for a while, and I'm up on time now actually, but we get those 5 seconds increments, so it shouldn't be that much of a concern. But still a slight concern, of course, for him. But of course he needs to do something, because he's just down a pawn. And this b pawn is gonna be a real problem. I won't start pushing it yet, but at some point I could. Oh, I didn't think about this move actually. That might have been a good decision. Threatening the queen again. Very annoying. But now it of course doesn't threaten here anymore. So that's good for me. What happens if I push here? And he takes here. Yeah, and then this will be hanging. And if I push here, then this is also hanging. So I think I should move the queen. Okay, let me try here. And if he goes back, maybe I can just go back here. But that was kind of where I started, so I don't really want to do that either. But it might be what's needed, actually. And then I can try to bring the rook over here. But we'll see. It doesn't become too easy to really do anything. Oof, and I missed too many moves here. I just don't think about his options. That's not good. My queen is, well, it's not trapped, but I wish it was better than what it is. Just go down here maybe. Could have gone here as well. So if it was me once more now, I guess I would just have gone here. Try to challenge the c5. That's an annoying piece, or at least it could become. Oh, I can't of course go here because of this. And I'm running into some time issues as well. I'm really cramped. I can't do anything now. Very problematic actually. No, I don't see any way out of this, to be honest. Maybe I just need to sacrifice an exchange. I'm not sure if I need to do that, but I was just... Oh, yeah, that's so bad. Just missed the whole rook too, so now I just dropped way too much material. How much was it actually? Just a rook. Well, not really a rook, but material equal to a rook. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. But I don't know. It just suddenly I didn't have any moves here. Maybe I should just have played a waiting move, hoping he couldn't break through. But yeah, I played a bit too careful to some degree, making my position a bit too passive, and that was not good. So this is of course just resignable, and I think I'll do that very soon. Now it puts pressure here, so that's not good. Yeah, there's really nothing here. I also just need to stay passive, so let's just resign that game and start a new one. Because this did not go well. I feel like I had a good position, just became a bit too passive, and I can't really call it a Zugzwang, but it wasn't that far from it actually. But I'm not sure if you want to call it a Zugzwang. I think you need the position to be alright if you can just say I pass, and that wasn't really the case. So, strictly speaking, I can't call it a Zugzwang. But I couldn't find any moves improving my position when I needed to improve it. Alright. White pieces. So which opening are we gonna get? Will it be a 4 knights? At least 3 knights so far. But we don't get the 4th, but this allows this sacrifice. So we can take and I fork, or he can take and I take and he takes. Both are gonna end up with equal material, but this is not very good for him. He should have played the other way. Because now I do this and I just dominate the center. I'm not sure if it's winning according to the computer, but I don't think it's far from it. And also practically it's much better for me, but I don't win all these games. There are still a lot of play, and this king could become in some trouble. But objectively it's very good for me at least. But I can't say I've played it very recently, so I need to think a bit. I could play bishop out here. I think that makes a lot of sense actually. Oh, but that might run into this move. Not that I think that's actually much of a problem here, maybe. I have played something like this in a classical game actually. I need to think a bit here. Is it this move? Then check. No, that's not quite the position. I think it's one more move kind of happening before all of that. But what could that be? Maybe... Or is that in the 4 knight line? No, I don't think so either. So I go here and he goes here. They say I just go back here. No, wait, I go here. And he takes... It's so annoying I can't, because it's a kind of cool line and it is sound for me, even though I drop a pawn. But as I can't really remember it, I think I'll just play it. Well, does this work? Probably not. What is actually the best move here? Oh! I just forgot about this. That's not good. So, but there's still something about it. But I can't really remember it. Maybe it's in some other line. No, I can't really figure it out. Alright, so now I guess I just play king here. I kind of want to go queen here, but then this pawn will drop. So, I of course, ideally I want to get that rook out before I move the king down here, to kind of make it a manual castling, but you can't always get that, but that's alright. I could go here. do this and the queen must go back. One option I could also just play is bishop out somewhere. Yeah. Let's just play bishop here maybe. Probably an alright move at least. But I'm still curious what that line was. I can't really remember it. Maybe I could try to find that game. Maybe later, I'll see. I'm not sure if I have the game on this computer. So what should I do about the queens? Should I do anything? Maybe I can go here now. Is this a big threat? Will that trap the queen, or is it some square? It looks very trapped, just visually. I don't see the square for that queen. But it could prevent it. Maybe just go h6 for instance. Or move the knight. No, that won't actually help. No way to escape down here with the bishop controlling that whole diagonal. Castling. Now I need to double check. Where can that queen go? It cannot go here or here or here. It must kind of flee down here, but there are no squares. I think that's just a blunder. Or I will become really surprised if he has some square now, but I cannot see that square. Let me just really quickly try to find that game. But I'm not even really sure which tournament that was in. Nah, I don't think I have it here. So that will have to be some other time, unfortunately. Okay, that's the queen. So I just take. And that should make this fairly easy, of course, but you never know. I think now I should just trade off more pieces, because when you're up a lot of material, you just trade off everything and you win that endgame. It's not more complicated than that. I could probably go for a mate here as well if I want to. But I don't really need to either. Let's just exploit that we can get some tempos now. Now the rooks are connected, which is nice. The castling is kind of completed to some degree. You just lost connection, so that's no good, of course. Let's see if we can re-establish connection. It is a bit odd because I think the stream is still on, so I'm not really sure what's that all about. I had some time at least. Maybe chess.com has some server issues, which is a bit unfortunate when I am planning to stream on chess.com. Change settings, what's that about? No, I don't think that's gonna help. Yeah. Alright, this is a bit odd. Thank you for the host, Amun. How are you? But still unfortunate that chess.com doesn't seem to be up. Or something like that. Or it's just me, but the thing is, as I am streaming, I obviously have an internet connection. So can't really blame my internet in general, at least. Now I think I'm in some trouble when it comes to that time as well. So I can just try to open up chess.com in another browser. If not, I guess we can play on Lichess or something, if it doesn't become better. But let's just don't give up just yet. Alright, so I'm not sure if the view really fits in Firefox. It seems to... Okay, it didn't really work there either. So... That's good. Yeah, Norway Chess is cool. It's starting about now, isn't it? So I won't be able to watch it live as I'm streaming, but I guess I'll watch it later, or at least check the scores. Maybe it's gonna last for a while as well. But okay, I'm just gonna very quickly see if anyone else has issues with chess.com. And if not, we just go to Lichess. At least it wasn't Firefox, or it didn't help to use Firefox instead. So, sorry about this. Why are you failing us, chess.com? Well, I'm just gonna try to start a new game. It says it's not connected, but no. Okay, let me just go into the tactics for now, just to see if something is working. Okay, so I can do tactics apparently. That's also an option if you don't get it to work. But yeah, maybe some part of the chess.com server is down. I think I'm gonna exclude that it is client-side error. It's not here. It's on the chess.com server. But yeah, let's just not spend any more time on this nonsense. So let's do some tactics for now, and then we'll just go back to the Blitz in say 15 minutes time if it goes better, and if not, we could try playing on Lichess or something like that. So let's just do some tactics for now. And yeah, I just broke 2000 last time, so let's try to stay above that and maybe approach 2-1 rating would be nice. So here, what's going on? The black king seems to be in trouble, but could we mate? Very natural to just start by giving a check, I feel like, and the king must go to the side. But it might be that it doesn't really help, it just looks nice without being anything more. So we need to consider that. What other good ideas do we have? This rook doesn't really seem to be able to help very soon. I'm pretty sure it must be some king attack, because it seems unlikely. Okay, maybe it could be trapping the queen. But except for that, no pieces seem to be in too much trouble. We have some good pawns who could become annoying. But yeah, we'll see. This one could help out somehow, maybe even a sacrifice, but it doesn't seem very likely that that could work, at least not very immediately. But maybe we could check and then play the knight here and threaten the queen, and at the same time bringing support to this square and this square. That could be a good move for sure. I don't really see like the immediate win, but it could be something. Bishop doesn't really seem to be doing too much either. We could at some point of course take here. That could be good if we time it correctly. I don't think it's any point of doing that immediately. But what if we go here, king here, then we go here and the queen must move. Where does the queen move? Maybe it takes here. Or it goes here. I don't think it really matters. Say it goes here. And then maybe we want to take here now to remove the knight from protecting here. That could be nice. And say he takes back, and then we take here. Yeah, that's gonna be a checkmate actually. But I made some assumptions. I'm not really sure if it's forcing, but I don't really see anything else, so let's try it. Unless we can mix it up by maybe taking here first, but I don't really see the point of doing that. It's probably just worse, because then queen can take and threaten to trade off the queens. So now I assume it's best to take here first, yes. And if you take back, it's just gonna be a checkmate, and if you don't take back, you are just down a piece. It seems like. So that was good. Good start. Alright, the black pieces this time. So first thought is that this pawn is hanging, we could take, not possible to take back, but of course tactic is probably not about just winning a pawn. But it could be an idea we could use, maybe combined with something else. Would also be nice to bring the knight in to threaten checkmate. If we are really crazy, we could also check or take with the queen first and then do this. Doesn't really seem to be working, but we should consider it. Could we trap the queen somehow? I don't think it's possible. Not quick enough, at least. Even if we had this other rook here and we could go here, I mean, even then the queen could escape, but also the queen could just take. So that's gonna be 2 rooks for a queen, which is a kind of nice trade for the one who drops the queen. So I think we should try to focus on that white king, which the white queen has kind of abandoned to some degree. Yeah, so we should try to find the most forcing line. Probably attacking this square. I can't really see anything better. And the candidate moves then is to, well, one idea could be to like move the queen here, but it doesn't really attack it any more than what it already does, so probably not. We could bring this piece here or here, or we could bring this rook here, I guess. Maybe take here. It doesn't really threaten this, but I mean, when that pawn is hanging and it kind of doesn't look like it's hanging, it automatically is a bit tempting when it's a tactic, because the tactics do kind of encourage fancy moves. I'm not sure to what degree this is a fancy move, but if it is something spectacular, that's often the solution, even though we can't really see it. So what's the difference between these moves? So if we go here or move, I mean, it just seems less forcing to go here because he has the option to sack, so probably here or here. He could, no matter what, probably play g3 or maybe g4, stopping that immediate mate. But is that the only way to stop that mate? I think it actually is. I mean, if I go here, it could just kind of slow it down by going here, but that's of course no issue. Just take and we get the same threat once more. So so G3 or G4. Sorry, B3 or B4. Kind of mixing it with white and black there, but yeah, you probably got my idea. And how do we follow up then? So if we have the rook here, alright, we could maybe just go queen here. That might actually be unstoppable. And if we go here, and he goes here, then maybe this is the best move, but that seems more complicated. Maybe we can actually just mate by going here. Alright, so we... Oh, this is quite interesting, because that kind of stopped. That was probably a kind of clever move for him. Let me just show. Because I guess it's if he goes here or here, then we go here, and yeah, it's mate in 2. You can only stop it here, and it's mate next move. But it is a bit clever to actually go here, because now, well, we can still go here, but the difference is that now the rook is the first piece, so that's not gonna be that easy mate. But maybe actually this is a very strong idea. Yeah, this it doesn't seem to be helping too much. Alright, never mind. That king was just doomed, no matter what. Nice one. Let's see, what did you wrote? I'm in rook f2, b3. Yeah, that you found it, and you found it much quicker than me. Good job. Okay, that king does not seem very comfortable. But what's going on here? Isn't this... Okay, no, it's not that. I just thought it could mate by going here, but then it's possible to get out here. But it should be a mate here. I find it very odd if it's not. But what if we go here and here? But then I guess bishop in between could help. I mean, that certainly could be too dangerous and be winning somehow, but at least it's not like a direct mate, just like that. And what if we... Okay, the rook is hanging if we move the queen, so that's probably not it. This move looks so natural, and what other moves could it be? It could be that pushing a pawn somehow makes, like, takes this square away, but I don't really see it, as you can just, for instance, take with the bishop. And if you just move the queen somewhere, I don't really... Okay, maybe you could try to go here, put pressure here. That could be very nice, because that's not going to be very easy to defend, actually. The queen can't get around to defend. And if no other piece can either, that could just be the solution right there. You do threaten checkmate. I think that might be the solution right there. Let's just consider if he, for instance, pushes this pawn. He's not gonna survive this. I'm pretty confident in this move. Yeah, so he just needs to sacrifice the queen just to stall it a bit. So that's not gonna help him for too long. What's going on here? There's a rook hanging up here, but we are down a queen for let's see, for just a piece. So even if you just win that rook, that's not strictly enough. It starts to help. What would be really nice if we could also bring a bishop here, kind of winning back the queen, but I can't really get it to work. Wait, we could get it to work, I guess, because you go here and then the king must go here and then you do it. Could that be it? It looks very good. I can't really see what I have missed, obviously, but Yeah, let's try it. Alright, I didn't think about that he can win the rook, but how is that gonna be materially? We're still gonna be up a piece, so I guess that should just be it. Alright. Where can I see the rating of the puzzle? Oh, it's pending. Okay. Because that one seemed a bit easy. Alright, so what's going on? We are a bit close to forking these pieces. Unfortunately, this one stops it. We could trade off queens and then win a pawn, for instance. Could also go here and win one of these pawns. So some options there, but yeah. How good is it? I would maybe suspect there is something even better. Maybe even winning the queen somehow, or at least the knight. But the thing is, we need to do something, because if we don't, then we are gonna drop the queen. And well, this knight check doesn't work as said, and this one, I don't see the point of that. And what if we just exploit the pin? And then, okay, he can probably just play the pawn, so we won't really win anything there. I'm not sure how greedy we should be, if it is enough to just win a pawn, either take here or go here. I'm not really sure which one of those moves are better either, so... Knight and games being one pawn up are often winning, I think, so... that it could be. That's it. But it just seems a bit too simple. I would suspect there's something more fancy here. Okay, but what if we go here? And one idea is he can't really protect with the queen, because then we take, queen takes, and then we have the fork in the end winning. And if pawn protects, we could just take here. Maybe that's even better. Let me try it. Cool, it was the solution. Nice. I guess it would have been a better try to protect with the pawn though. Okay, can show it, but probably losing no matter what. Let's just see if if the live servers are working again. Nope, they aren't. So I guess you could give me feedback as well if you want to play on lead chess, or if we should just keep doing tactics and that sort of stuff. But it is a bit odd. We'll do some more tactics first at least, and then we'll see. Alright, so here we have an endgame. We have a knight, but we are down, so I think the key idea is to use this knight to stop these pawns, because then this pawn will win the game. So how can we do that? Or I mean, say I just push. That's the most natural move. I'm just gonna check if it is a known thing that yeah, here it is, chess.com on Twitter. Our servers are currently down. They should be back up in a few minutes. Alright. So let's hope they are done. But let me just try to feel like the camera was not centered. Alright. If I push, I mean, there's no point in pushing. Well, maybe he could push that pawn, because if I take, he can go, and I won't be able to stop that pawn. But how is that race gonna be? Because then I push and he takes, and I queen with a check, so that's gonna win the game for me. So he can't use that resource. So once more, if I push, he pushes, I take, he pushes, I push. Maybe he can't take, because then I queen and win the pawn. But maybe he can just push past it. And then I queen, but still with a check, so yeah, that's good enough for me. I assume, at least. Yeah, it should be, for sure. So that means he must find some other resource. Maybe push here first. And if I push again, and once more he can't push this pawn, then it's just gonna turn into the same thing. And if he pushes here, then I queen with the check. He moves the queen, now the king down. I feel like it's working. Unless I can just do something even more forcing, like taking here. He takes. I push, no. No, that's probably gonna be a draw. I feel like this was an odd puzzle. You just push and you keep pushing. And still, this position, it should be fairly easily won, but still, let's just see in the end here. Yeah, if he goes here, for instance, what could... Okay, maybe we can just go here. And yeah, the thing is, now we'll never be able to support the pawn. You can't go back and protect this when it's going to queen, so therefore it's kind of easily won. So far so good. Here we are in some trouble. The black king does not seem too good, but we'll see what we can do about it. Don't think we can take this anyway. Of course the pawn is pinned then, so also taking with the queen will just drop a queen for a piece. So we should probably try to create some kind of counter threat, but yeah, I'm not really sure how good that's gonna be. But say we start with checking here, and the king goes up, and then, well, we could maybe win some pawns and create a dangerous passed pawn. It doesn't help if we get mated, of course. So that's the danger to it. For sure. But what other choices do we have? Maybe like bring the rook in to defend this pawn. Doesn't help. It is still 2 attackers against 1 defender. So this is the only move where I think we have any hopes. Was correct. And now, well, maybe I actually want a perpet. So we want to keep us in this white or light squared diagonal. It could actually be. It kind of depends on our ambitions. Because if we go here and he goes here, we have no more checks. If we check here and he goes here, then we can go here. Yeah. I'm really not sure. Let's try here. Oh, okay. We should be ambitious. Oh, but not this move. Wow. Yeah, I just missed that. But was that forced? Why would he go up given that? Wouldn't it be better to try to protect with the queen? I guess this becomes too powerful though. It seems odd that was the best move for him at least. Of course, I don't think the tactic thing always plays the best move. What if we just take here? Most forcing approach. And he takes and we bring the rook up trying to mate, but we get back rank mated first, so that's not gonna do it. And we can't check, or we can check here, but then that king is going away, so that's not good. And what else could it be? If we double, oh, maybe that's actually unstoppable. Even if he pushes, we just take, and queen take mates. So the only hope is to really move this one, say here, and then we take, king to the side, we check, king here. I can't really see that's gonna be a mate though. No, not that move. He goes here. Check. King to the side. I feel like we need to check again. King must go here. Then this check. King goes here. No, I can't really make that work either, unfortunately. So if this doesn't work, then I'm struggling a bit here. Let's try it. Oh. So he wants to defend this way. Just push the pawn then. Yeah, okay. But I'm curious about that other line. Let's see. So, okay, what happened there? So if he goes here, it's is it mate? It's mate in 6. I'm just curious what's... Oh, this was not the correct move. Queen h5. This is more complicated, I would say. And it's a bit annoying because as the line doesn't show it, it might not even have been considered by the level of the tactic, for instance. But alright. Let's check if the game server is up again. Too many reloads. Alright. No, still not working. Let's do more tactics then. Pawn endgame, and white has some dangerous passed pawns. So have we, luckily. So one approach is to just start pushing this one. Maybe that's just winning. What should... I guess this is the best way to try to stop that. So if both keep pushing, we both end up with queens. But then check. That's a checkmate. But I guess he could go... Let me just see if I find any better moves. Maybe check here immediately, actually. And then it just goes back. Yeah, but that might still be good. Because then we go here. Now then it goes up here. Close. So he goes here. We check here, and if he goes up, it's mate. But if he goes here, then check. That's nothing. I feel like this must be the first check. He goes here, and if we try this once more, he could go here as well, though. So probably not a mate. It could of course be something entirely different. It could actually be to just take this pawn. And if it then starts pushing here, then I guess we can run over and recapture it. But what if he also goes into defense then? I think that's gonna be winning. Let's try it, yes. Oh, now we just push. Alright. It wasn't more complicated than that. That black king is not very safe. We have some good pieces down here. We have this one who could contribute. We could maybe also sacrifice here, removing a defender from the f7 square. So some tempting options here for sure. So if we... Okay, maybe we don't really need to start by doing that. This also is tempting, but this kind of discourages that move. But maybe we want to take here, and then rook takes. And then we have this check and also a discovery against this bishop. No, against the rook, I mean. Doesn't that look quite good? I'm not sure if it is entirely winning though. Now, do we want to... We could take here and have a lot of pressure here, so that could actually just be very good. The other option is to take with a pawn here. What is he gonna do then? The queen just moves. Then we take here. Yeah, but he takes, so I don't think that's too good. Oh, but wait, of course, if we go here, he could just take. That's problematic. I think. I don't really see the follow-up then. So we take here, and then he goes here. And we can't really pin because the rook can move and protect. So takes. And that queen, unfortunately, okay, the pawn is here as well, so it doesn't really matter, but and taking with the queen, could that work somehow? But then just queen takes, and for instance pawn takes, and no, that's not good at all. So there must be something better here. I can't really see any other moves than either to take care with the pawn or take care with the rook. What could that be? None of the other pieces seem to be in a lot of trouble, at least. But could of course be that I'm missing something. It has happened before. So takes. What's the follow-up? Just seems bad. So maybe actually it's just that this move is the alright one. Huh. Let me check the computer. Oh, maybe we can mate afterwards by going queen here. Let's have a quick look at it. It could be quite interesting. Now it says it's just completely winning. Yeah, and if you go here. Oh, then you go here, of course. Yeah, very important that the queen stays protecting here. Or at least can get to this square quickly. So this would probably also be alright. But the thing is now this drops. So that was the thing I missed. The h6 threat. Okay. This is a kind of odd position. Very many pieces here. And a lot of pins and discoveries, threats, and everything else. But maybe we could just try to mate somehow. Maybe go here, but then it's... Okay, I guess it's forced to take here. As far as I can tell, that's forced. And then you check maybe here. Wow, maybe that's checkmate. Complicated to think about, but yeah, I think that's checkmate. Yes. All the squares are being controlled by some piece. 4 pieces there contributing to that checkmate. That's a nice one. Here, I suspect it could be a checkmate as well, but we need to figure out a way to do that. The queen is hanging. Could have taken here if it hadn't have been for the back rank mate. So that's the issue about moving the queen away. We could maybe try to move it here to control that square, but also then maybe say bishop here, threatening another back rank mate. But given that, maybe we need to find some good checks to deal with stuff. This check I haven't really considered. That could be a good one. This is forced, but then you just check here, you go here. Oh wait, you can't go here, the bishop is protecting, because if not that would have just been a checkmate. So after this, what do you do to follow it up? I don't see any very good checks unless you want to give up a piece. You could consider giving up a piece if it's mate, of course. Oh, and never mind what I said earlier about this one hanging. It's of course not. I just miss too many of those these days. That's not good. Just visually can't see that the piece is protected. Luckily, it's mainly when doing tactics, not when playing. And I guess it's something about that when you play, you kind of build up to the situation on the board, so you know it a bit better. But when you do tactics, you just get presented this position mid-game. So if it do this check, it looks so natural, but it must be a follow-up. So what if we could just like check here, giving up that one, and then we check here. Yeah, that's just winning. Oh, it's not? Oh, just forgot the rook. Yeah, there it happens again. And this time it cost. And I'm curious what the solution was. Oh, so we do play this defensive move, but they also threaten to take here. Fancy stuff going on right there. This king seems so unsafe when we have this check. That could just be death right there, right now. So we go here, and I guess this is forced, because if we go here, it's just checkmate here. So we go here, and then you could check here, and king goes up here. I'm pretty sure this is it, but I'm not really sure how to finish it off. Could bring in... Let's just start it at least. We could also check with either knight nab already, if you want to. Actually, this looks pretty nice, because then the king can't go here either. Yeah, isn't that just winning? Yeah, it was. This seems problematic for that white king. We could consider taking here, but maybe even better is to go here. Not possible to take, so it is a fork. King goes here, that's forced. And then we take here. Takes. Checkmate. That was a nice one. Using this mate in practice. Not happening that often, I would say. Not the rarest either, of course, but... Okay, 2 pawns against 2 pawns. How are we gonna deal with that? We have the more active king though. So I think we should go for the win here. This is not a position where we need to save a draw. If we wanted to draw, we could get that quite easily. It is natural to kind of just go for these pawns, but the problem is of course that then our pawns will start dropping. So I don't think we can do that. So one option is to push the pawn. And this king will kind of be a bit behind. The other option must be to just push here, but then you probably just push past it. I'm pretty sure this must be the move. But now we need to think about it. We probably want to push with either pawn. If we push with this one, then this comes, check, we go here. This goes here, we go here. Takes. We are winning that, I think. So this is probably working. Let's just check the other one as well. Then this, we go here, here. Takes. Okay, I didn't really see the difference there. We go here. Maybe we can just take actually. No, wait, then we just take with the king, so never mind. So if we go here and he pushes past, and then we go here, what is he going to do? He goes up. That I feel like he must do. Then he goes here. Takes the pawn. Takes the pawn. That should be losing for him. The problem is I feel both moves are losing for him, so I must be missing something in one of the lines. Let's check the first one again. Oh, maybe if I go, he can take, and I take. That could be it. And then he goes here. I go here. He go here. I go here. Should still be winning, I think. Oh, maybe he can go the other way around. So if I go here, takes. Oh, yeah, he kind of needs to wait to move. He goes here. I go here. He goes up. I go here. He goes here. I take. He goes here. Here. No, I can't really make that work for him either. This is puzzling. And if he goes here, no, sorry, if I go here and he pushes, I go, he goes here, here. I mean, I've already calculated this. What is this? Flintstone PF. Yeah, what is what? Yes, it is a puzzle. That's right. I was actually planning to play today, but the chess.com servers are down at the moment, so we are doing some tactics. But hopefully we can go back to the playing soon. They might already be up again. I haven't checked in a few minutes. But we'll at least solve this one first. But yeah, I don't see the difference. It might be some. It must be some resource I'm missing in one of the lines. Let's just try this one. Okay, I just had to guess there, and of course I picked the wrong one. But we have to look at this. What was the difference? What was the resource? So let's see. Okay, so let's start with the wrong one. How does he defend this? Okay, sorry, it just jumps back when the analysis is done. Alright, so if we go here, then he takes, alright, and I take. And he goes here, I go here. Wait, now I'm losing it? Ah, yeah. No, I agree. He can go here, and this is a known loss for the one to move, because I am in Zugzwang. I can no longer protect my pawn. I'm not really sure why I didn't think about that. I thought for some reason he couldn't go here, but that's of course just silly. It's I who can't go there, or me maybe is more precise to say. But okay, then it makes sense. That was the resource, but in this land that doesn't really happen because yeah, this is just winning. Something like this, for instance. Just a simple win there. We could check if it's possible to play again. It seems to be back up, so that's good. Let's hope it stays like that. I'm not really sure if we lost that last game, because probably our opponent fell out as well. But we had a completely winning position, of course, so it was a bit unfortunate. Okay, so we get a Karo Khan. This is a 5+5 game, by the way. I'm gonna switch the views so it looks a bit better. There we have it. So let's just play the main line for now, and we'll see who deviates first. Okay, so he did the most normal move is to go bishop here. Alright. Thank you. Well, no problem. Thank you for what? For going back to the games, or maybe explaining that it was a puzzle. Anyways, you're welcome. Okay, I think I can just go here. I could also take, but I don't really see the point. On the other hand, if he takes and then I take and then he goes here, I need to move the bishop again, so yeah. I don't think it's that important here. I think I'll just go back here. At some point, I guess I'll play c3. Okay, if he takes, then he can afterwards take here. So I guess I'll just play c3 now. Put some more protection on this pawn. I'll castle kingside. Probably just now. If this becomes too annoying, I can bring the bishop back. Okay, but he voluntarily stepped out of it. So that's not something I would do, I think. Should I take? I don't really want to open up here, I think. So let's just wait and see if he takes. Maybe I can do this. Kind of the same thing he was doing. Let's just bring the rook to the open file. I feel like it often at some point becomes a bit hard to find good moves in the Caro-Kann. But so far it's been alright. Alright, so he takes. I don't think that's too dramatic. Equal material, both have enough time at the moment, and we'll see. It tries to create some problems though, putting some pressure on this b pawn. I could push it, but that will make the c pawn weaker. So maybe I should just well, I could play rook up, maybe. That's one option. I don't think it's that easy for him to make problems for me. Maybe if he goes here and wants to go over here, maybe I shouldn't do it actually. Let me just bring the queen back here at the moment. Seems safer. It's a trap. This line is a trap. Because if so, I think it's very complicated, because I can see anything close to a trap in this position. I would say it's rather quiet. Thank you for the follow, ADS. I appreciate that. I could bring this one up if I want to. I could also just consider to take here and claim that my knight is better than this bishop, who is kind of just being stopped by these pawns, but I'm not all sure it's true what I would be claiming. Maybe this move though. I could try it. And also I could now, if I want to trade off a lot of pieces, if it was my turn again, take, bishop takes, and then I go here, the queen must move, and then I take here. But then he probably goes queen here then to be able to take back with the queen. Okay, but that of course stops it, because now I can't go here. I think I just bring my rook in a bit more central. And thank you for the follow, Chess Koala. Thank you so much. If anyone wants to play me, you can just send me an invitation. when this game is done, or when some other game is done, if we want to play later. So he wants to open up now, and I could just take, or I could not take. It's as simple as that. Though not take could include a lot of different stuff, so it's not really that simple. I could, for instance, push, but that doesn't seem good at all at the moment. Just gonna drop material. So maybe just take that pawn. I don't think I want him to take. Let's see what happens now. It's gonna change the position a lot, that's for sure. So we could take back with the queen or the bishop, or he could probably take here first also. He doesn't do that. Now I need to be a bit careful with this one. It is protected at the moment, but let's make sure it stays that way. Where do I want the knight? Do I just want to go back with it? I don't feel like it's that good here now anymore. Or I could maybe try this idea again, take and then go here. It is a bit scary to do now, but I think it's alright. Let's try it. As I'm not that happy with my pieces. He could probably take here now first. I think that's alright for him, but then I just take with the queen. Maybe I can even take with the rook now, because if he takes here, or I mean, that's not possible. So, okay, so he just takes there, so now my idea is to go here. I'm a bit nervous about it, but I can't really see what he should get out of it. That's scary for me. So let's try. Queen goes to the other side. That wasn't very unexpected, so he can take back with the queen. If not, his king would have gotten in some slight trouble at least. But I think we don't have anything better than to just take. This looks kind of drawish. Are you drinking vodka? No, it's just water. It has the same color, so I understand you can confuse those two things, but I think it's water. More trades? I'm not really sure. I might have a slight advantage still, because I have my pawn majority is on the side of the board with less pawns, so it might be slightly easier for me to create a passed pawn, but I am pretty confident this is objectively a draw. Yeah, I don't think vodka would have been a good idea if I want to play good chess, but I could of course be wrong. Maybe I just want to go here, or here for that matter. Let's try this, and the idea is that if he takes, I get a central queen. And if he doesn't do anything, then I can just go to the side. This pawn could take away an escape route, but at least I can still go here, so let's just go here, I think. Also, a huge blunder would have been if he thought he could pin my rook, because then I could have taken here with a check and also win the queen afterwards. Or, I mean, if the queen was here, then the queen would have been protected, but I would have won the rook. Alright, there are some hilarious videos of drunk Magnus Carlsen. There are when like when he's streaming on Chess24 or what? Or is he playing, or is he just drunk without playing chess? Yeah, because I don't think he has ever been drunk on a real physical tournament. At least not while playing. Whoa, I have a little time here. Should I just... I was a bit worried about this. But I think it's gonna be hard for him to break through even if I just play a bit passive. But we'll see. I kind of wanted to give this check, but he had that covered, so... by the queen. He threatened this pawn, so I needed to move it. Should I just push this one as well? This pawn could become weak, but it could also become a problem. So we can check here, but then I just go up here. Maybe it then goes back. We could get a perpetual that way. But I don't think it's forcing by any one of us. I could also try to stop it by going f4. So we'll see. His rating is about the same as mine. A draw isn't that bad, so... especially as I'm so much down on time. But I get those 5 seconds, so I'm not gonna flag at least, but it's hard to find a good plan and really commit to it. Maybe I could try to go after this pawn. I'm not really sure about the last move. It was more about the move that doesn't really make it worse. But I think I should go back, just because now the king can protect here at least. On the other hand, if I move the queen away, he can check here and then he will win that pawn. Maybe I just need to keep doing this. Nothing is hanging at the moment at least, so his only hope is to bring the pawns up, but he is doing that. So I guess I should try to make some sort of counter threat. Threatening this. That's a forced perpetual. But he stopped it. I feel like I'm playing a bit too careful now, but it's very hard to find a very good plan with so little time. I could of course guess on a plan, but it's so risky if I just start. But what is this? Now I'm up a pawn in a pawn endgame, and I don't think he has any compensation for that. Or maybe... no? Do you get around to protect this pawn? So it would have been really dangerous if he could go in here now and do this, but he can't, so I think he just blundered. I would just create a pass pawn on the queen side. I think he overpushed there. But of course there could still be tricks there, but now I'm starting to get a bit more time as well. Magnus played in titled arena drunk a couple of times. Yeah, alright. So he is going to go after these pawns. So I guess I go here, but maybe I misplayed it slightly. Yeah, this was... luckily I'm gonna queen with a check, so I'm still gonna win it. But I kind of gave that away, at least to a draw. Oh, unless he has some tricks, but I don't think he should. Oh, but now I need to go into the check square as well. That's not good at all. Maybe I actually blundered. I think I still have a draw though. Yeah, I should have spent a bit much time because I had that time. Wait, maybe I can go here. I can't go here because then he can. Yeah, and now I threaten to. I think I found a way. I'm not sure if it was forced win for me all along there, but now I think it is. Wait, when I think about it, it's of course not one, just because I get the initiative when we get the queens. Maybe it's just a draw actually. I kind of thought wrongly there. Because he gets the queen. I thought he wouldn't get the queen. I kind of miscalculated there earlier. Or I'm more like thought wrong about it. Can we try to win that queen by force? Probably not, so let's just take that pawn and get a better endgame at least. But he is probably gonna have a perpet here. The chances of losing this shouldn't be too high at least, so that's something. Yeah, let's just try to bring the king closer so we don't drop the pawn. He's drunk here. Alright, I won't be able to watch it now, but if anyone else wants to watch, you could of course. How is he playing drunk? Is it much worse or is it decent? He won anyway, yeah. Maybe that's the only way he can get some real opposition. But yeah, I gave this away, unfortunately. He seems to have control over what he's doing. Yeah, too bad. Friend request from Chesquala. Now we are friends. Let's cheers with this fake vodka, also called water. He still plays great. Yeah. Well, that's impressive. Okay, let's just have a quick look. We could just look at it by hand. It was very silly of me of giving this away, being a pawn up. I mean, it's not the easiest position. I could actually check. It could be a draw because I have such a passive king who needs to stay here, protect here, at least at the moment. Maybe I shouldn't have taken there. But let's just look at the computer instead of just speculating. Wow, it is actually just a draw. That's a bit surprising. If he was aware of that, that's very good evaluated. But now I'm starting to approach a winning position here. If I had played c5 instead, okay, that's not easy to find. Now it's winning for him, wow. Huh. That's surprising. I felt like I had this thing. Okay, but now this is probably a draw all along. Alright. Maybe we could try a rapid game. Unless someone wants to play me. So I can just wait. a minute or so if I get some invitations for either Blitz or Rapid. If not, I'm gonna play a bit of a longer game. But yeah, and let's hope the servers don't go down again. Classic. You want to play a classical game? That's gonna be a bit too long for now. But if you mean the classic mode, then I agree. Not Fisher Random or something like that. But I'm gonna play Fisher Random tomorrow when I stream. You can check that out then. And yeah, I'm gonna show my schedule for June a bit later. I made that schedule now. So I'm gonna stream 2 days a week, Mondays and Thursday this month. But I will also make a stream tomorrow. So one more this week. Alright, I'm just gonna start now, unless someone protests. Alright, 15 plus 10 game, so we should spend some time thinking here. I'm just gonna play the Petro. Alright, he plays this line. Now I think the best move is just to take. Could also take here, but then push becomes a bit annoying for my knight. I feel like the main move is to take with the pawn. So this I don't know that much about. Maybe I can just push here if I want to. But how is this if I just go queen here? Because that kind of resembles the line you don't want to play in the Petro, where both knight takes. But the fact that this pawn is protecting could change that. Yeah, I don't think that's so good with that pawn here. So let's just go for this, I think. And let's just play bishop out and prepare a kingside castle. He takes some central control though. I'm not sure if I should be worried or not about that. At least he doesn't have a castled king, and we do. Which is something good. My rapid rating isn't too high yet. I haven't been able to play that many games rapid when streaming. But yeah, the games last for so long. That's the main reason, I think. So he wants to play the bishop here. Let's see if he gets nervous about this. I think it might be alright for him to go here. I don't really see how we can exploit this pin as long as it's 2 pieces. Maybe we could sacrifice a piece and get something going on. But I'm not really sure we can. But we should maybe consider it, especially as we have so much time. So yeah, I'm really not sure what we should do. Like maybe just give up the knight. And then we had to have a good discovery. But I don't really see that good discovery. So let's just play a more normal move. And probably protect his knight somehow from that bishop. So we could just move it back if we want to. Seems like the most natural move. Yeah, isn't that alright? And taking here. Oh, I can't really make that work. So, not too much have happened yet, but he starts to create some threats against my king. He allows this, but the only move I can do now is to go here, so I guess it's alright. But is it though? Because I think he must go here if he still wants to be able to castle. And then I go up here and add pressure. It seems tempting for me to do. So let's try it. Create some problems for him. Isn't that what chess is about? So now I guess this is the best move. Yeah, let's go for it. Very important to not move this bishop out now, as this would be hanging. But what will he do now? If he castles, he's just gonna drop material here in the center. So we could try to protect, say with the queen, and then for instance knight take, pawn takes, but then he has really weakened his whole king, and his pawn is a bit weak as well. And if he pushes it, then the bishop loses some control. So it all looks rather good, I would say. And he doesn't have that many moves protecting the bishop. Neither knight can do it, and obviously not the other bishop, so it must be the king or the queen. So I expect queen... Yeah, queen d2, I think I would have played. Unless he can just do something completely different and go for some other sort of attack. But I don't really see what that should be. No, I can't see that. Okay, so maybe I could try go queen here to add pressure here, but I mean I just take here, and it's problematic because if he takes back, then I have this check in the end, also winning a pawn. And if he doesn't, then it's a discovery. And if he just moves the king, then it's a full piece. So he did the same move as I would have done, what I suspected him to do. But I guess I should just still take care. Maybe I could have added more pressure when I think about it. Moving the queen here. I kind of regret I didn't do that. But alright. Still a good position now. He has weakened himself a bit. I could do this now, but then maybe he just pushes. Let's just move the knight out for now, and we'll see. That also allows, probably, the bishop to get out, as the knight now blocks the attack against the b7 pawn. So, that's good. He should probably develop the rooks and knight this knight. I also have some pieces left to develop, but I don't feel like it's that important to do it immediately. But his king is of course the main problem. Maybe he can try to go here and castle queenside. The king's not gonna be too safe here, but it seems safer than on the king's side, or just staying here in the center at least. I do actually threaten to take here now. Didn't think about that, but I do. Not possible to take back here. He has some ways of stopping it, of course. Maybe move this one so the queen can protect. He could push, then I could still consider to go here actually. And also that's really gonna shut down these things. If I go here, I mean, if I don't threaten anything, then maybe it's no point really. But we'll see. It could be a bit annoying at least, but if it's only annoying, then it's probably not worth it. He thinks for a while at least, so he probably realizes, okay, that might have been a good decision, just get rid of all those issues. So I just take back with the pawn, the only piece I could take back with. So, but that was a kind of good bishop, I would say he gave away there. So I will call that another slight win for me. But the position is still materially equal, so I need to just keep the pressure. If not, he could get away from it. I have 2 bishops against 2 knights now, which is a bit interesting. The bishops are often considered slightly more powerful, but the knights could be really annoying. Especially when you don't have knights yourself to challenge them. Okay, rook f1. What if I go for this now actually? Because now he can't push and be protected by the bishop, so he could bring the king up or the rook up, but if he brings the rook up I have this move probably, so I think that's just gonna add to the list of issues he already have. So I could also consider to go here though, with the same idea. Maybe that's actually slightly better. But then I could go knight here. So I feel like that doesn't really help me. So let's try this move. Let's see, rook b8, d5, and bishop b4 is an idea if he leaves his queen there. That's very true. That's well, it's not that after my last move it doesn't really work anymore, but before here, if we go here, you could also maybe just play a5, at least some moves supporting this square, then you open up for the bishop, and well, the issue is he could just trade it off as long as the knight is here, but if he had moved the knight, then that queen would have been lost. So absolutely an idea I should keep in mind. It could actually become relevant again later, but of course it would have taken a lot of moves, and I'm not even sure if, or it's probably not forcing, so I shouldn't spend too much resources on it. But absolutely good thing to just keep thinking about that. What if I go here now? No point of blocking with a rook, as I just take and win an exchange. So if he wants to keep protecting here, then he must go to the side, and that's just a free developing move, I would think. Yeah, let's go for it. Maybe I can try to go here to bring in that queen. Let's try. I threaten to go here. Well, it is a threat to some degree, because if he moves here or here, I can afterwards just take this pawn. So I'm gonna win a pawn. Minimum. If it was my turn again. He doesn't really do anything to stop that, as he just threatens my queen. So now this check looks good. Can't really see how he's gonna deal with that in a good way. And no matter what, I could take with the queen if I want to. Or I guess I must take with the queen, as the rook will be threatening. But the thing is that now a queen trade is forced, at least if either of us want to. So he wants to. No! Oh. Okay, that happens. Misclick, mouse slip. Let's offer a draw and see if he's a good guy. Alright, he doesn't seem to be, so I guess we'll just resign then, if it doesn't take action. Not that it really matters. It's just even more annoying in a rapid game, because they tend to last a while. But yeah, that's... I mean, I've had some issues with them. I wouldn't really call it a misclick when I'm drawing arrows and then suddenly it registers that as a move. That I would more call a chess.com bug, but this was just a pure misclick, or a mouse slip, more precise. So that was unfortunate, but at no point in keeping going in this position. But I would have had a very good position if I had just taken that queen. I would have been a pawn up, and yeah, of course much of the attack is gone when the queens are off, but still I would say my pieces are better. This guy would be hanging immediately. He could of course easily protect it. These pawns could become weak. But let's start this game against Chesquala. And what time control is this? So this is 5 minutes, and that means I need to remember I don't have increment. But good luck, Chesquala. So I play this Alapin variation C3 in Sicilian as I usually do. Let's protect this pawn. Viking power, yes, AlphaGo 0. We are the Vikings. I would say you Iceland people are slightly more Vikings than we Norwegians are. But still. Viking brothers, yes. I feel like I started to like this Sicilian Alapin variation, which I always play, but I started to like it more recently actually. Because I think it's so easy to find developing moves which are natural. So it takes a lot of time before I don't know what I'm gonna do. And that's when you play Blitz, at least that's very valuable. Just because you keep up the time. Okay, so, but this is a bit annoying. I'm not sure how I should defend this as the best way. I could go b3. No, I don't. Maybe I should just do this actually. It doesn't feel very natural, but it deals with the issues. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna go back here. Knight a4. I could have done that as well, but I don't feel like the knight is very good over here, except for protecting the b2 pawn. And also I want to have the knight to protect here, even though I had the queen there for at the moment. And also if he starts threatening my knight, maybe I had to go b3, so then I could to some degree just go b3 right away. But I don't really want to go b3 as it weakens my king a bit. I could now go up here. I wouldn't say this is the best the best variation I've gotten in this opening. It's actually one of the worst, I would say, but it still seems alright. The thing is, if queen takes, then I could take with a knight if I want to. It is a bit risky because it's possible to take here. Wow. That's something. I don't really understand it though. I guess this turns into some of the same, but now if I want to, I could just take care because that queen is protected. But certainly a lot of action here. It could be that Chesquala missed that the bishop is protecting the queen. But couldn't I also just take the queen? And then take her afterwards? I think that's even better for me. Just because if I'm gonna win a piece, then I want to be up. Then I want the queen stuff. But this is a queen sacrifice, which is cool, but I'm not sure if it's very good. So now I think this looks very good. If this would have been a check, it would have been something completely different, of course. The thing is, I threaten here, and if you protect by moving the knight, then I could probably just take care. So take care. I don't think my queen will get trapped. So I think I got away with a lot here. But the game is of course not over, so a lot could still happen. Let me just go here. For now, I guess this... No, that's not possible. Okay, but this still happens. I think that bishop became your curse there, Koala. I'm of course not sure, but if you missed that this was protecting here, it didn't really work anyway, as I could just take. But also now, I won a piece. Now I just want to castle, just to make sure I won't get into any issues. Okay, so seems like there's a plan to double those rooks, and that's a bit annoying, but now I guess I'll just... Okay, I need to be a bit careful just so my queen doesn't get trapped or something, but it shouldn't be any real issue. Maybe I can actually just go... Alright, let me go here. And if this comes, then I just move the queen down. Should be alright. Oh, there I have written in the game chat. Yeah, I blundered. Yeah. That's alright, of course. I'm happy with every win I can get. Especially after that last mouse slip. That could of course happen again. Oh wait, I can't do that. I need to pay a bit attention here. Okay, let me just take. Simplify. And now... Just go here maybe. I want to go to Lofoten in Norway and maybe Tromsø. I haven't been to either of those places. They are further north than I have ever been, but I think it's nice there. But I can't really recommend it, as I haven't been there. I need to be a bit careful just about back rank mates, but there shouldn't be anything here. Even though I could go here and check, and I can't move my king away, but I could block with the bishop, or I could bring... This move actually works, and this move works, and also I could actually give up the queen, and that would also have worked. Oh, I haven't forgot about the no increment. So I suddenly only have 30 seconds left, without having thought about that for 1 second. So now I need to play very quick. I think it should be alright here. But that was kind of lucky I realized that now, because I haven't offered it a thought. I'm just gonna give up my queen for that last piece. Yeah, but it was very lucky I discovered it now, and not later. But, yeah, it should be alright for sure. 20 seconds, and this is a mate in few moves. There we have it. Thank you for the game, Koala. Do you want a rematch? We could do that. Yeah, GG. I could easily have lost it if I didn't realize the time thing. This is another, yeah, it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes, no increments. Let's try to remember that through the whole game this time. Let's see if we can get an Albin counter gambit here. If we get a c4 Queen's Gambit. By the way, my first emote is ready. You can see it, but the thing is, I thought it should be transparent. I kind of made it transparent, but somewhere along the way that kind of disappeared. So I think I'm gonna try to re-upload it, but I haven't really had time to do that yet. Because it is of course possible with transparent emotes. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have that. So, but we get the Albin counter gambit here, so that's cool. What else was I was thinking I should say one more thing, but I kind of forgot what it is. Yeah, I'm also in the process of making a highlight stream for May, but it's not done yet. But maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, I use the dark mode, because if you use the light mode, it's probably not an issue. Let's see. So he played the normal move, so I should just go here then, I think. Well, that is on the Twitch website. I have the light mode, so there it looks decent. But on the OBS Studio, which is the program where I kind of make the stream look like it does, and where I also watch the chat while I stream, there it's dark. So I'll try to fix that. There's a cool trick if people play e3. Yeah, that's what I was hoping you would do. But not too many people do it, unfortunately. I think I've gotten it twice while streaming. So I can show you the trick afterwards. I'm not really aware of all the lines in the trick either, so it would be nice for me to have a look at it. If you remind me after the game, we can look at it. But I play a bit slow here, because my head isn't really in the right place now. But let's try to change that. I feel like I've kind of wasted the time, because all these moves are moves I could have played immediately. But luckily I'm still not really down on time, it's more equal. Okay, that's interesting. I can take here and kind of mess up the pawns, but also that's gonna give a lot of protection to this guy. So I'm not sure if I want to do that. Let's wait a bit and see. But it is a bit problematic to actually win this pawn now. I just castle. Now I hope. That was a complicated trick you sent. Let's look at it afterwards. It is a bit risky to just open links like that. in the chat, but I trusted you. Oh no, no problem. Nothing to be sorry about. What did he do? He castled. Okay. Yeah, it's safe. Yeah, but I mean, it's just a picture. It could have been a picture of anything, right? Did I just take? I'm not sure. Let me take here. At least try to. I'm down a pawn, but I could try to create some threat. Oh, he could take with the queen now. That I kind of missed. So I should at least try to play fast. This pawn is also a bit problematic. Yeah, I feel like it's a bit problematic to create many threats here now. But as we don't have increments, maybe it's gonna be more about the time. Still have a bit time though, but we'll see. Now this is hanging, and I'm not sure I can do too much about that. No, it doesn't seem like there's too many options. Let me just go here for now. E3, E4. Yeah, I'm down 2 pawns now, so this is good. I didn't really understand the line, but I'll look at it afterwards. More material is hanging. This at least stopped these things immediately, but still down 2 pawns and also down by more than 30 seconds. Was a trade of queens? I don't think I want to do that as I'm down material, but on the other hand my king could get in trouble. Let's just try to play a bit quick and hope it gets more about the time than the position. I feel like this is natural, even though it might trade off a lot of rooks. But as long as I'm not down any pieces, just pawns, I still will have attacking chances. But yeah, these pawns are running quickly. This is a bit problematic, because now I can't go here, as the queen also controls. This is a pin, but you could protect it. And also then stop the pin. So close. You could also probably have played this, but that would have dropped the pawn at least. Still about 15 seconds down on the clock. But we'll see. I want a pawn back. That's a start. But I've given away the d file. I'm not sure how useful this queen is actually. Should I just take? Is it any good follow-up now? I threaten another pawn if I want to. I could also check and pick up this pawn or this pawn. I have some threats here. So maybe the material is not a big problem. And now I'm up on the clock as well. I think I want to try to be greedy now, not go for that per pet. But that was a very good move, protecting all the pawns. But luckily I have another attacker here. So now bishops of the same color. I still feel like I'm slightly better here. A bit annoying, this immobilizing my my pawns like that. But oh, I should just play very quick now. This, I'm not really sure what's going on here. Oh, I've certainly lost it when it comes to the position, but the clock I'm not really sure about. Oh, okay, that was not really deserved, but I won it. Too bad, Chess Koala. You fought well there. I'm gonna accept your game soon, Juan, but let me I just had a couple of things to check. But the other thing is, if you could have just taken this pawn now, then it would have been a draw, even though we flagged, of course. But that's not too easy. But well fought, you had deserved at least a draw there, and in the end it was, of course, just completely winning. But it was all about the clock there, so yeah. Let's just check. What did he wrote there? AlphaGo 0. When the best chess computer tells you some moves, you should of course listen to them. No, of course, sorry, it was much earlier, of course. It was about here, I think, and he wrote E4, E5. I don't. Do you mean my? Is that my move? I don't really understand, because I don't have a pawn in the E file. If this was the moment, oh, at the start of the game. Oh, are you talking about the trap? Or maybe just a way to win? Yeah, we can look at the trap, because that was the other thing I was planning to do. And after that, I can play against you, Juan, if you are watching. Which you probably are, since you sent me a challenge. Let's just... Oh, and it was also this thing, which it showed me. Let's look at that as well. But first, let's look at the thing here. So the trap... Okay. The trap is if you go here. And then you go check here. And then it is, I would say, I mean, there are of course different moves. Like you could move the king up, but that just seems to be bad by itself. Hello, you. What was I gonna... Yeah, we can play, but I have another invitation already, so I need to play that game first. But then if you send me an invitation, we can play after that game, if you have some time. And yeah, you have your own stream, Chess Koala. I'll try to check that out sometime too. So that's cool. No self-advertising. Yeah, I mean, I think it's alright like this. But that was more information. So that's alright for me, Chess Koala and AlphaGo. But of course, I don't want you to use my chat as a kind of commercial thing, to just advertising thing. But telling once is alright. But yeah, I kind of lost the line here. Yeah, so we could go... I'm not sure what you do against this move, actually. I guess you just take... No, what's the move? I could just... Oh, it says it's the best move, even though it kind of drops down. Okay, it went back up. Okay, so I guess you just claim that this is a bit weak because of this move. So it's not like a trap that just immediately lose, but it has some weaknesses. But the main one is to go here, and then you actually go here. and you sacrifice the bishop, but then you take here. Now the thing is you can't take, because then the queen will drop. Oh yeah, I haven't checked private messages. If you send it, if you send it now, but you mean you sent me like a whisper on Twitch? Because I can't really see that. You can't take the pawn at least, because then the queen will drop, so you must go here. Then you take, and you take with a knight, because if you take with a queen, then it's possible to just trade queens, and that's alright for white. Now the thing is, you can't for instance take here, because then this move comes, winning the queen. And that kind of means in this position, I think you must just go back, because if you move further up, you just drop the queen as well. And now I'm not really sure anymore. It says this is just completely winning, but you are up a piece right now, and this piece could easily drop, so now I need to look at the moves, but this is the starting move. And yeah, so you go here, that must be the best move, because if you go here, then I guess you just play this and win this guy. Oh. Sorry about that. So if you go here, then you play... yeah, now we play knight c6, which is a bit complicated, I would say. It doesn't really do anything directly, but the point is just this is too dangerous for white. Or you're gonna drop material, because if you now take here, then you can take here, and you're still up material. So, is that alright? An alright explanation? If... can we do an unrated game? I can show you the trap quickly. We could, but I feel like I need to play the guys who have already asked first. But we could do it after that, if that's alright. But they also sent me this screenshot of this. It was a lot of arrows. Let me just try to kind of make you guys see it. Okay, that didn't really work. I have no idea what the order of the moves here are. But was this the trap you were thinking about, or the Albin thing? Because if not, you could show me this afterwards. I think I'm gonna play that first game now. Okay, the invitation is gone, so if you still want to play one, then you can send me a new invitation. And if not, you can send me an invitation as well. Well, maybe you're the same guy. Your name is also kind of Juan, with a Y instead. And if neither sends me an invitation within, say, a minute, then you can send me an invitation. AlphaGo 0, and then we can show that thing. But I mean, you could just send the invitation now, and then I'll just wait with accepting it. And if anyone else wants to play, you can also send me an invitation. But you will then be prioritized after those I have already promised to play against. I'm gonna stream for another 40 minutes roughly, so still gonna have time for a few more games. I'm just gonna accept your game now, Alpha 0. So okay, so I need to be black. Probably, but that... Or wait... Yeah. But wait, isn't it possible to send an invitation with a specific color? Let me just abort. Let me try. Are we friends? It doesn't seem like that. Let me add you as a friend. There's a quick way of doing that. Okay, you figured it out. Thank you for the follow, Sand TV. Should I do something special? Should I just play normal? Should I guess I go e5. Yeah. Oh, right. This one is cool. Yeah, I agree. But it's very rarely I face it. Yeah. And now we go here. This is a cool one. And now I can go here, but then I drop this one. So this is the more... oh, sorry. This, of course, is the more fighting move. But probably the worst as well. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna play. I have never seen this from Black's perspective. At least maybe when I was very new to chess, but not in a while. Now I must go here, that's forced. I've looked at it several times with white. Now I think the best move is this, which is a bit fancy. But the idea is that even though you just give up a pawn, you open up for the bishop to come and defend. Not immediately, that would just have been mate in one. So now I must go here, right? Haven't streamed in a while, so my throat isn't used to speaking for so long. But drinking a lot of water helps. I researched this. Yes, I have to some degree too, but it's a while ago. I don't know all the lines. But I am in trouble. Oh wait, if I go here it's a mate here actually. How is this move? Probably bad, but I guess that's all the moves. What's the trap called? That I'm not really sure about. Do you know that, Alpha Go Zero? Oh yeah, this move, that was a fancy one. Did not think about that. Checkmate in 4. You really know this. So we probably want to open up here. Yeah, and then this is one. This can prevent it a bit, I guess. But now we win the queen, of course, if we just take. That might not be the fastest move, mate, though. You also do it that way. Isn't this more... Wait. Did you blunder? Now we are actually back to equal material. Which is a bit funny. I have a piece for no 3 pawns. I didn't think you would take with that. Oh, here. Yeah, if I take with the king, it's checkmate next move by queen going here. Okay, but now we can fight. But what's the time control? Oh, I'm probably gonna flag. But now it's just an equal. It's not an. It's an equal game, but we still have. It's not a balanced game. That's for sure. I have a piece for 3 pawns. But yeah, at least I think we got to illustrate. Oh, okay, you just resigned. But I think we got to illustrate the trap. But do you know what it's called? No, I'm not sure either. I could try to just Google it. E4, E5, knight F3, F6. Well, not the trap itself, but just the F6 second move is called Damiano's defense. It seems like. It actually has a Wikipedia page. You don't really see it though. You see some of the page. But what about the trap? I'm not sure if it has its own name. Black's opening is sometimes described as the 5 pawns gambit. I'm not sure if that was this line though. What would you guys say I should try and focus on if I want to improve my game? I'm like average. Yeah, I would say end games are important. And if it's one particular thing of the game, if it's more like how you're gonna practice, I would say tactics and also just analyze games by yourself. Not really play them, just think what would I do, and maybe also from both players' perspectives. But of course also play a bit and study some openings, but I feel like studying openings could improve your rating a bit, just because you avoid some opening blunders and get some opening wins. But it doesn't really improve your understanding that much, so I would more prioritize the end games. Also because end game understanding makes you better in the rest of the game, even though you don't that often get to that particular end game which I've studied. But yeah, of course it depends a bit on your rating, as AlphaGo 0 says. 679. Then well, sucking is relative. You are better than a lot of players. Learn all the pieces. Yeah, but if you want to study something, I would go for end games in particular. But of course, a bit of everything. But when it comes to particular activities, I would do a lot of tactics as well. And also, preferably analyze the games after you have played them, which I'm not really good at, especially not when I stream. But I tend to analyze some if there are any particular interesting moments. But it was a couple of guys who wanted to play earlier, so if any of you wants to play, you can send me an invitation now, or anyone else. If you want a real game, AlphaGo 0, we could do that, or anything. All right. Let's see. Are you gonna play the trap? Nope. That was a bit too much to hope for. Okay. Can't I just go here now? I can't really go here if this knight is here, because then it's possible to take here. But now it should be possible, and now I just go here. So maybe that's a slight improvement from what I usually get, but probably not too dramatic. Need to remember there's no increment as well. Can I play? Yes, I think the people who asked earlier aren't here anymore, so you can play after this game if you send me an invitation. And you can pick whatever time controller you want, just don't take a too long game. It is also always tempting to sacrifice there, but for once I'm not gonna do it. Okay, could we try to create some attack? We have castle to different sides, so that calls for an attack. Yeah, let's just try to bring the queen over and see. It is possible to take here now and mess up my pawns a bit though. I think I should take there, but I'm not really sure. My king could get in real trouble here. Hopefully we'll be able to create some threats as well. But this king could probably quite easily escape. And that's not that easy for my king, especially not as long as the rook is here. I could move the rook though. but it's gonna take a bit of time. Alright, let's just go here for now. Most direct threat. Alright. So I could go here, but then this is probably just gonna escape. Yeah, this doesn't really work, because even if I go here, it's possible to just take with a knight, unfortunately. I added you. Yeah, alright, there we go. Should I do this? Okay, let's go for it. So at least I gotten the king to kind of stay. Stay on this side. And I'm actually threatened to take here, as that pawn will be pinned. What if I go here though? I guess it's possible to go here maybe. I'm gonna try it. Threaten checkmate. So this must move, and I guess it must go here or here. And then it's gonna protect against the mate. But what if I go here now, for instance? Or this? No, I forgot this was hanging. Ah. Too bad. But this, we have very little time, so it could be more about the time than the position here. But if knight takes bishop, okay, maybe I can try to push here. I don't think I have much, but at least. Oh, we both missed that, it seems like. And now I threaten checkmate, and I'm not sure it's possible to stop. No. So, did you miss the knight takes bishop, or did I miss something? I didn't take it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It was. We both blundered there. Alright, so let's see if we have. Okay, so if you send me an invitation, Sam TV, then we can play a game. Or I can send one to you actually. Was this you? I guess so. The rating is exactly the same, so. Okay, so this is a 10-minute game, no increment. Let's go for another Albin counter gambit. See if we can get the trap. It's not that likely as I think. Okay, this is interesting. This is the main move, just taking here. Now I need to think about which of these captures should I do. If I take here, then maybe queen takes is a bit annoying, because then I don't want to take here. Because so queen takes. So if I take here, that probably is a bit better. But at least the trap won't be happening now. This will be a completely other game. So this is gonna hang and drop. I guess that's alright. Oh, alright. That was very nice of you that you didn't take it, even though you saw it. But I think you kind of had to, because it was very problematic if not. So I think it was a bit too nice, because if I had seen it, I probably had to retreat the bishop or something like that. And that wouldn't have been too good for me. So thank you for that. I guess I should have returned the favor and at least not mated you then. Just like keep the game going. But I wasn't aware. So sorry about that. Can I just take here now? Or is that a bit scary? At least it seems funny. But now it's not really possible to bring this guy in. At least not. Okay, well, wait, he could have gone here and had pressure here, but I guess it was ways to defend it. Should I just keep grabbing pawns? It is very scary as I haven't developed any pieces. Well, I have developed one piece. Maybe I can develop some pieces with tempo by giving checks. Yeah, the trap. Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't think it would have worked like the trap as long as the queen isn't here. But yeah, that I didn't think about. Would have been very much like the trap, actually. Yeah, if I had done that here. Okay, so I just take. I'm happy with some trades now. As long as it brings me closer to a castle. So I go here now. This could be annoying because this, the same with castling queenside, but I'm not sure the king is too safe over there. Maybe if it gets behind these pawns. Now I think I just castle. So this could be a bit annoying. But probably alright and ways to deal with it. I could go here first. I think I want to do that. Exploit the pin. But at some point I probably need to move. But wait, that pawn isn't really protected now, when I think about it. Only protected by one piece, and that's not gonna be enough. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Santiwi, that's a queen, but I'm so dumb. I'm not sure if that's the correct term. You can improve, and we all can. But it happens. Just play more, and those things go away, at least to some degree. Though I feel like way too often lately I've just given away pieces like that as well. Something I thought I was kind of done with. What is Lemmings? You have seen at my schedule. It's a game. It's a retro game. I thought would be cool to play. So I'm gonna have my first non-chess stream on Thursday this week. So you can then you can find out what it is, or you could Google it. But it is like you need to think a bit. So I thought it could have some relation to chess, not very much, but maybe a bit. Let me just take, because after it takes back, I can just create this thing, and no way of. Okay, at least I think it's no way of. Yeah, it's no way to protect. I thought maybe we could go here and threaten back rank mate, but the thing is I take with a check, so that's no issue either. Just take. And now it's a mate in one threat, but I just moved the bishop out. Doesn't really matter where. I could even go here just to block it. Let me go here actually. But also it would have stopped it because of this guy. I didn't really want to go here because this looked very problematic. Okay, not that much. I could have gone here or here and have protected it actually. But this seems also very alright. Yeah, not done blind. That might be more precise at least. But I think everyone is that in the start, and slowly it goes away to some degree. Not completely. At least not. I haven't gotten there yet. I want to become 2000. Yeah, I want to do that too, but I need to spend a bit more effort if I want to do that. But at least when it comes to feeder rating, but I have before been more than 1900 in Blitz on chess.com. So with a bit of luck, I could maybe manage it there. But on the feed rating, I have more than 300 points to go. Yeah, I bet they just want to win once. Just take care maybe, and threaten checkmate. I still need to be a bit careful so I just don't forget about the back rank mate. Oh, that's a rook. I didn't really think about that. Take with the bishop, nice, yeah. Yeah, now the rook is dropping as well, because either you go here and then I just take, well then you get the bishop for it at least, but also if you go here I can just take. That's actually going to be checkmate in 2. The best move here is to go here, but I doubt it's gonna really help in the long run. Yeah, I don't think there's anything quicker than just doing this. What's the quickest mate now? Let me try to go here actually. It's actually a bit fun to try to find the quickest mate in different positions. But I'm not that good at it, and it's not that it's that important. Maybe if you're very close to flagging in some lines, so some situations. What's the quickest mate here? Maybe I can go here. That must be mate next move by going here. I'm gonna pre-move it. Rook lift. Yeah. Maybe I could have done it. Wait, when did I? Yeah, maybe here already. What happened? Didn't I pre-move? Oh, I guess the pre-move goes away when I start looking at previous moves for some reason. Yeah, good game, SanTV. Do you want a rematch, or does anyone else want a game? Up to you. I could of course just play someone random as well, if nobody wants to. Gonna stream for about 15 more minutes. Yeah, let's. Okay, I'm gonna take one with Alpha. Alpha goes 0 first, and then we can play afterwards, SanTV, so we can. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to say. So we both can play. Is one way of putting it. Alright, 3 minute, no increment. Was it you I played this against earlier? I had this line earlier today, not too long ago. No, then I had white, I guess. Because I don't really know this line. I didn't play that move last time. Wait, wasn't that game which went very well? But then I ended up mouse slipping? Or maybe I'm just mixing it up with another game. This has turned into something a bit more quiet at least. Not too much dramatic going on yet. If I get a chance, I will try to exploit that uncastled king, but it's probably gonna castle now, so I won't get the chance. Just keep developing the pieces, and time situation is about equal, so that's alright. Not that far from a symmetric position, but there are a couple of pieces on different squares. Should I go up here? Yeah. So is this the ID? I'm not really sure. It looks alright, but it is of course a bit risky to push g4. But also if I just go back and takes, that might not be too good for me. That also looks nice. That knight is good where it is. I think I want to go here now to protect here and also protect here, so I can take back with the queen and don't have to mess up my pawn structure. But when thinking about it, I could take here. And I could also take here first if I want to. I think I just want to take here now. Wait, what happens if you take here then? I think that's alright, because then I just take with the queen, which serves the same purpose. That might have been a very good in-between move. Because I had some pressure here now. But that fixed it to some degree. Alright, so then I blundered. Too bad, because now we take here and he also threatened the bishop. So maybe my best try is to just take here then. That was not good. So I'm down. I have 2 pawns for a piece. Was this forced all along? For my... Maybe it was. Maybe I could have played something better. I'm not sure. Like maybe taking here first. But I'm not really sure. That's the fact. That's true either. I go here. Oh wait, it's not my turn. I thought it was my turn. Alright. Guess I go here then. That knight is was very powerful where it was. Now I think I just go here so that pawn won't get weak. And releasing the queen is nice. Check. Okay, I was gonna say that's not possible because of this. But I might be surprised. But now I think that's just gonna win a piece. I really want to go rook here, but I can't because of the queen. But wait, I can actually force off the queens now. That's nice. So now I have 2 pawns for free, but I'm also winning on the clock. So that seems to be it. Okay, but it was an interesting game there, kind of turning back and forth. GG, yeah. So let's do one final game of the stream. So if you want to play Sand TV, we can do that now. But could we do a bit shorter game than last time? Okay, see you around AlphaGo Zero. Thanks for watching and thanks for the games. So, thank you. So if you are here still, Sand TV, you can send me an invitation. Maybe a 5-minute game, something like that. If not, I'm just gonna start a random game. Or someone else can send me an invitation if you want to. Oh, I didn't see your message there. You wrote I got to go. Didn't see that. So I guess you are not here then. Then I'm just gonna do a 3-minute game. In the end here. So need to play fast, but now I at least played a couple of games without increments, so I should be used to it to some degree. Just a 4 nights game here. Let's just go here to stop this. And yeah, I want to play this pawn just so I have a place to hide that bishop. Yeah, I find it often a bit hard to find a plan from about this point forward. But I think I'm actually just going to try to go for this f4 plan. But he wants to break open the center first. I think I should just take. What about taking here now? Just really messing up these pawns. Must take with the pawn. It might be possible to do an intermediate capture, but I don't think that would change stuff. And now I don't want to take here and kind of fix the pawns against. Now I could go. No, wait, then this would be hanging, so I want to do that. Actually, I think I could maybe abandon my my f4 plan now that he broke open the center instead. So just play some more quiet moves then. Is this a concern? I think I'm just gonna do this. I had some pressure against this pawn though. Wait, what happened there? Huh. Well, that's tricky, because he's gonna take here now. But, I mean, he did give up an exchange, so... Was it actually any good? If he has some more follow-up, it might be good, but I don't really see that. I need to play fast, as I tend to be forgetting. Now I threaten to take here, but maybe it doesn't work now. I think it might be working. He doesn't have any very good discoveries, I think. He must at least do it now. If he starts by taking, then afterwards no discoveries, except for checks, which isn't possible are good, because I can take here. Okay, but now I can just go back. I could go here. Maybe even better to go... No, that's not good, actually. Maybe this is the best. Wait. Yeah, that's bad. I just forgot about my rook there. So that's gonna cost. If he sees it, that is. Wow, he didn't. Now I think I'm just gonna take here first to release some pressure. And go here, I guess. think I'll try to bring the rook back to take control over the e file. Wow, I blundered. But that's nothing new. How is the material? Now it's equal, actually. Them done on time, that might be worse. Can I go here? I'm really not sure what's going on. I think it looks decent at the moment. But the time is of course bad. So we need to figure out something good soon, but what can he do though? I don't feel like I have a lot of attack. Yeah, I kind of just forgot about that for a second there. And now this looks bad. Probably. Yeah, and he exploits that. Okay, maybe this could hold on for a little bit. All the pieces on this diagonal line. Oh, that's a huge blunder though. But the time is still so bad. So, I'm not sure if I can win this. Or even draw it, for that matter. So, this is just chaos. And there I checkmated him. With some help by him putting his bishop here so I couldn't escape. That was very chaotic and not very good, but it's still a win at least. So I'm just gonna end the stream now. The clock is approaching 9 in my time zone, so that's gonna be it. But thank you all for watching. And I'll be back already tomorrow, same time, 6 PM Central European time, and play Fisher Random, and I've actually never played that before while streaming. I'm not really sure why, I think I've just forgotten that it was a thing. So hope to see you then. I'll just find someone to raid and then I'll end the stream. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Okay, let's just raid chess.com, sending the Junior Speed Chess Championship. Yeah, there it goes. So thank you for watching and hope to see you again tomorrow.